Yeah, everybody is excited, and it's definitely something that is very highly anticipated. So I saw the other day with Alex Eala, yeah, that's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is a big country, and there's a big interest. Athletes, really. So it would be great to have her back.
The global tennis world is heading into a crucial moment as anticipation builds around Indian Wells, but the spotlight has shifted beyond the court and onto a swirling controversy involving Novak Djokovic, Oprah Winfrey, and rising tennis star Alex Eala. At the center of this unfolding narrative is a wave of online reactions and interpretations surrounding alleged remarks attributed to Oprah Winfrey that some audiences perceived as insensitive toward Eala and her supporters. While no fully verified, on-record statement has been conclusively confirmed in its complete context, the situation has gained significant traction across social media and sports commentary platforms, highlighting how quickly narratives can form and spread in today's digital landscape. What makes this story particularly compelling is not just the controversy itself, but the way key figures within the tennis community have responded, most notably Novak Djokovic, whose subtle yet deliberate comments have been widely interpreted as a defense of Eala and a broader statement about respect and representation in the sport. Alex Eala's rise in professional tennis has been nothing short of remarkable. Emerging from the Philippines, a country not traditionally associated with producing top-tier tennis champions, she has quickly become a symbol of national pride and global potential. Her journey represents more than athletic success. It reflects the growing diversity of tennis and the expansion of its cultural footprint. With a passionate fan base that spans continents, Eala has brought fresh energy into the sport, particularly among Southeast Asian audiences who see her as a trailblazer. Her presence at Indian Wells is highly anticipated, not only because of her talent but also because of what she represents: a new generation of players reshaping the identity of tennis. This context is crucial in understanding why any perceived criticism directed toward her or her supporters resonates so deeply and triggers strong reactions.
Paula Deen was used as sort of like a symbol, but I think lots of people use that word inappropriately all the time.
The controversy itself appears to have originated from clips and commentary circulating online, where Oprah Winfrey's words were interpreted by some viewers as dismissive or culturally insensitive. However, without a fully verified and contextualized source, it remains unclear exactly what was said and how it was intended. This ambiguity has not stopped the narrative from spreading, demonstrating the powerful role of social media in amplifying partial information and shaping public opinion. In such an environment, perception often becomes reality, and the line between verified fact and viral interpretation can quickly blur. This is where the role of influential voices becomes critical, and Novak Djokovic's involvement adds a significant layer of depth to the situation. During a press conference leading up to Indian Wells, Djokovic was asked about the growing excitement around Alex Eala. His response was calm, measured, and notably devoid of direct confrontation. He spoke about the anticipation surrounding Eala, emphasizing her importance as a player and the enthusiasm she generates among fans. While he did not mention Oprah Winfrey by name or directly address the controversy, many observers interpreted his remarks as a clear endorsement of Eala and a subtle rejection of any narrative that undermines her achievements. Djokovic's approach reflects a strategic form of communication, one that avoids escalating conflict while still making a strong statement. Given his stature in the sport, his words carry considerable weight, and even indirect support can influence how the broader tennis community perceives the situation.
Yeah, everybody is excited, and it's definitely something that is very highly anticipated.
Djokovic's history suggests that this is not an isolated moment. Throughout his career, he has demonstrated a willingness to speak on issues affecting players and the sport as a whole, whether related to scheduling, player welfare, or broader cultural dynamics. His response in this instance aligns with that pattern, reinforcing his image as someone who is attentive to the bigger picture beyond individual matches. By choosing to highlight Eala's talent and significance rather than engage in direct criticism, he effectively shifts the focus back to what matters most: the sport itself and the players who drive it forward. This approach not only diffuses potential tension but also elevates the conversation to a more constructive level. Support for Eala extends beyond Djokovic. Figures such as Rafael Nadal and Kim Clijsters have previously emphasized the importance of nurturing young talent and ensuring that emerging players receive the respect and protection they need. Clijsters, in particular, has spoken about the pressures faced by young athletes navigating the professional circuit, highlighting the need for a supportive environment that allows them to develop without being overwhelmed by external scrutiny. This broader context reinforces the idea that the current situation is not just about one controversy, but about the ongoing challenge of balancing visibility with responsibility in modern sports.
You know, you hear those, you see those fools on Twitter. Sometimes they say some of these ridiculous things, but nobody in their right mind is going to do that to my face.
The role of media and public discourse cannot be overlooked in this scenario. In an era where information is consumed rapidly and often without full verification, the potential for misinterpretation is significant. A single clip, stripped of context, can lead to widespread assumptions and reactions that may not accurately reflect reality. This dynamic places a responsibility on both media figures and audiences to approach such situations with caution and critical thinking. At the same time, it underscores the influence of high-profile individuals like Oprah Winfrey, whose words, whether accurately reported or not, carry substantial impact due to their global reach. The intersection of celebrity, media, and sports creates a complex environment where narratives can evolve and unpredictably. As the tennis world turns its attention to Indian Wells, the focus will inevitably return to performance on the court. For Alex Eala, this represents an opportunity to reinforce her status as a rising star through her play, demonstrating that her achievements speak louder than any controversy. For Novak Djokovic, it is another instance of his influence extending beyond competition, shaping conversations and setting tones within the sport. And for the broader audience, it serves as a reminder of the importance of context, accuracy, and respect in interpreting and discussing events involving public figures. Ultimately, this situation highlights a larger truth about modern sports culture. The narratives surrounding athletes can be just as impactful as their performances. Whether the controversy fades or continues to evolve, it has already sparked important discussions about representation, responsibility, and the power of perception. In a global sport like tennis, where players from diverse backgrounds come together on a shared stage, these conversations are not just inevitable, they are essential. And as Alex Eala continues her journey, supported by figures like Djokovic and admired by fans worldwide, her story remains a testament to the unifying power of sport and the enduring significance of talent, resilience, and identity.